Um, okay, so this is Sunhaven. This is a Stardew Valley-ish kind of game from what I vaguely remember, having played some of it a couple of years ago. Don't really recall when, and I know I didn't get very far, but looks like it's I guess like a farming sim and adventure game. So let's go ahead and check it out. Controller, and let's pop open this drink. There we go. I'm gonna probably try and play for about another hour. Yeah, play for about an hour. Better go and check the settings here. Go ahead and lower this a bit. And actually, language, get to pause during dialogue. Yeah, I'll pause during dialogue. Edit controls, no. Let me go ahead and that done. Okay. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and pause my stream music. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't end up getting flagged for whatever reason. I guess we'll find out, huh? All right, like I said, let's go ahead and start. Oh, it's got multiplayer capability. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for next time. New character. Okay, choose a race. Human. Social ambitious. Humans have worked to emerge as one of the most prominent races in the world. Legacy of defying the odds, overcoming every obstacle is the birthright of this industrious race. Carry the uncanny desire not just to meet expectations, but to surpass them. Begin the game with the expert crafter effect. Your natural leader in crafting skills, increasing crafting speed for yourself and fellow players. Interesting. What about elf? Elves have wings, apparently. Okay. Elves are one of the oldest races in the world and are mystically attuned to the flow of life, energy around them. Friends to all plants and animals, they are most at home in forests. However, younger members of this race are now spreading out into the world and creating villages where elves have never been seen before. Begin the game with Elven Eyes effect. Your keen Elven Eyes detect movement with peerless accuracy, increasing damage while wielding crossbows. Okay, that seems kind of special. Like kind of specialized. Demons. Cunning and resourceful. Demons are creatures of darkness. They thrive in the shadow of night and are driven by their appetite for strength. What is life's purpose if not to maintain power? This is the demon's creed. Begin the game with the Shadow Rush spell, allowing you to tap into your feral demonic ferocity and temporarily increase movement speed. Okay. Angel, with grace unmatched. Angels are beacons of light in the darkest skies. They act as watchers of the world and chronicle the history of everything they see. While not every angel holds to the exact same principles, whatever path they choose, they walk with complete devotion. Begin the game with the Miracle spell, allowing you to call upon the angelic miracle to restore health to yourself and nearby players. Interesting. Naga. Naga are secretive rays living underground for generations to keep their culture unspoiled by outside influence. Because they have hid from the surface for so long, they have learned most everything about subterranean living. Survival is the keystone of their culture. Begin the game with the Mermaid's Touch effect. Naga are naturally familiar with the habits of sea creatures, increasing the sweet spot while fishing. Interesting. That could be useful. Let's see. Elemental. The oldest of all races, elementals exist as ethereal beings with bodies of whipping flame or flowing water. All that is known about them is that they are the result of nature's chaotic elements mixed with strange and powerful magic. It is the thought that the elementals alive today are the same that have existed for all time, since they seem to have no natural lifespan. Begin the game with the elemental tap spell. Your natural ties to the elements allow you to restore mana to yourself and nearby players. Okay. And Amari. The origins of the Amari exist only as unfounded myth. What is known is that the Amari are strongly linked to their primal spirits, making them loyal allies who are in touch with wilds of the world. Begin the game with a primal nature effect. Your animal instincts grant you your attacks a small chance to restore health. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and go Amari. Attacks having a small chance to... It's a passive. Okay. Since it's a passive health, I like health, especially restoring health. Presets. Amari Bird, Amari Fish. Let's see. What presets are there? Fish, lizard, cat, dogs. Okay. Presets, interesting. Let's go body. I'll go dog Amari. Okay, hair. Ruffled adventurer. I was not expecting nearly this many hairstyles. Let's go with let's see. Let's go. Let's go with dignified. Let's make it. Let's make it orange. Eyes. Let's do. I don't know how easy how well you're gonna see these. Maybe they'll be pretty good. Stoic, serious, astute, intense. Let's go intense. Let's go hazel. You know what? Actually, let's make the hair darker. Face choppers. Okay. puppy, basset, bushy terrier, buffy terrier, trimmed muzzle, wet nose, fanged grin, puppy teeth, human. Let's go human. Human muzzle. Okay, that's face, chest. Okay. So hoodie, torn dress, long sleeve shirt, striped shirt, shirt, sundress. Let's go hoodie. Hoodie works. Yeah, let's do a blue hoodie. Pants. Belted, generic, street, pastel, basic skirt. You know, actually, I think that starter outfit looks pretty good. Head. All right, watchdog, floppy short, fennec, rough, chunky Shiba, tracker hound, lone wolf. Let's do watchdog. I'll make them red. Yeah, let's make them red. Oh, that's what I wanted there. Wings? Yeah, I can't get wings because I'm not a bird. Tail. I mean, gotta be the foxtail, right? Yeah. Profession. Oh, interesting. Okay. If I'm a farmer, I start with tomato seeds, potato seeds, onion seeds, and 400 coins. Able to grow in any season. Different prices: 6 days, 5 days, 6 days. Orchardist. 2 apple trees, seeds. Fruit trees have a 50% chance to grow in 1 stage each night and have 4 stages, so growth is approximately 8 days. Fruit trees yield roughly 1 fruit each day. Also get 5 apples, 5 blueberries. Oh, provides a very small amount of health permanently. Interesting. So you can permanently increase your stats somehow. Surely you can't just eat a bunch of these and increase your health and mana permanently. Surely it's got to be like a one-time thing. Like you eat an apple only the first apple counts for increase in health, right? 500 coins. Okay. Rancher. As a rancher, you start with a chicken. Counts 1 barn animal capacity. An animal name tag. Special tag can be given to your pets and barn animals. A name of their own. Walk up to an animal to use this name tag. You will need to get a new name tag from the pet store if you'd like to change their name again. 10 animal food and 500 coins. Okay, that's interesting. An explorer starts with 500 coins. 8 berries, which restore mana and I guess provide you a permanent boost. Permanent bonus movement speed. Interesting. Spellcaster. 600 coins. Bonus spell damage. Permanent increase of spell damage and permanent bonus mana. So, no, that's it, huh? Permanent increase to maximum mana, allowing you to cast more spells before running out. Interesting. Duelist. Permanent bonus to health and attack damage. Okay. Tool Master. Okay, yeah, that was weird. That didn't update real quick. Anvil. So you start with an anvil, essential place for hammering metal bars into useful armor and tools. 7 copper bars and 500 coins. Okay. Angler. For fish that's carp. Okay. So carp restore health, but they don't give you a boost to health, permanent boost. Small fishing net automatically catches fish in the river, ponds, and beach of your farm. Not the biggest, but can still catch plenty of fish. Interesting. Royalty. 1,000 coins. Okay, so it's not updating again. Yeah. Weird. Wonder why it's not catching up here. This saying. Microphone is muted. Unmute microphone. Okay, yeah. Thank you for that. Don't know why you're still giving me grief about this. Okay. So Angler royalty. What does... Yeah, that's not an anvil. Don't know what this does. Baker. What does Baker do? Coins? Okay, coins, flour, baker station, and cooking pot. I'm gonna have to Google this to see what this is supposed to do. Give me just a second. Let's take a look at this, see what this says. Let's see. Sunhaven royalty profession. Okay. Okay, so according to Steam, the Steam forums, general discussions, that is not a perk of any kind. It is a crown that you get that if you can sell it or wear it. And it looks like there's dialogue, potentially, maybe if you wear it. But this first person to respond hasn't come across it apparently. Interesting. Okay. That's kind of a bummer. I mean, personally, I would hope and think that maybe you would actually get some benefit for it, but I guess not. I just wish that I don't know why it doesn't show up. That's kind of frustrating. Well, let's see. I am an Amari, so I get bonus for like small life steal. So duelist might be the way to go. But I wonder, based on what I was seeing with like this, where you're getting health permanently and mana permanently, it looks like maybe you could probably make up for those. I mean, maybe just not completely. So you probably get a bonus and probably eat something or drink something that will give you a permanent bonus to movement speed too. I think I'm gonna go the orchardist, just because the trees, since they take a little while to grow, but it's kind of passive income, and I don't. If it's anything like Stardew Valley, I mean, I probably don't have to take care of the trees. Like I wouldn't have to water them, so they're kind of hands off, I would think. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. That way, it'll leave me time to once they're fully grown and start producing fruit, I can grab the fruit and then either sell it or use it and go do other things. So that seems like the play to me, I would think. Yeah, I think that. Birthday. So that's today. Spring 1. So I wonder if I should do not spring, but like. Oh wow. Okay, hang on a second. So there's summer, three summers. Okay, so this is spring day 1, and then hit the arrow, and it's into summer, and then another summer, and another summer, and then a spring, and a summer, summer, spring. That doesn't seem like something seems broken here. It's probably spring, summer. This is probably okay. It should say fall, but for whatever reason, it still says summer up there. Because that's definitely Halloween, and then winter. I think probably the smart move. I think like Rune Factory, which I want to play at some point in time here too. The Rune Factory games. If you got friendly with the other townsfolk, they each would give you gifts on your birthday. So maybe it would be smart to do it like later in the year. Give me more time to be friendly with people. So let's go like let's go winter like 26, because I guess 28 for some reason is Christmas, not 25 is Christmas. Whatever. Let's go to 26. That way it's not an event. And then it potentially more people. If you get more people friendly, there's a chance maybe, I don't know, if they would give you more people give you gifts if you're friendlier with them. So that's why I think that seems smart. Name. Well, I gotta be Ren, right? Yeah, Ren. Ren. There, I think that fits. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, blacksmith. Lynn. Are you almost done, Mom? I can't be late for the train. Okay, so Mom is just Mom, I guess, since we don't know her name, or she was just gonna be Mom. Well, I guess we'll see, huh? Just a moment, Lynn. If you take your time, the metal will warp. You know that? If you don't take your time, the metal will warp. You know that. Okay. So Mom's blacksmith. Lynn must be an apprentice blacksmith, maybe? I know. I just wouldn't want to miss the train is all. What's wrong, Lynn? Well, nothing. Since I don't know if I'm ready to move so far from home yet, Sunhaven is a whole day's ride away. Okay, so maybe if she's moving to Sunhaven, like Sunhaven's the town, like Stardew Valley, she's moving there. Maybe she's moving there to be the new blacksmith, and her mom's staying behind. So we won't see Mom, I guess, maybe? That would make sense why she's just named Mom. Oh, Lynn, we'll save up extra coin and visit. Don't you worry. But you already put everything into the new home. For me at Sunhaven, you didn't even have a cake for your birthday because of me. Okay. Don't worry about things like that. Your future is bright. You should be excited for it. Oh, well, Mom also doesn't have a character sprite, so yeah, we probably won't ever talk to Mom. Sunhaven is home to Solon, one of the greatest blacksmiths. You'll make a fine apprentice to him, and you'll learn a lot. You won't even have time to be worried about home, I'd say. You're going to meet new people and see new things. Who knows, you might even get married. Okay, so she's a marriage candidate, I guess? Married? I don't know if it's the art style or not. There's something odd about that sprite that seems a little off to me, but I guess maybe we'll see if it's something just with the art style itself, based on the other character sprites that we end up seeing. That's right, this isn't just a chance to grow as blacksmith, Lynn. You'll do lots of growing up too. Sunhaven is a legendary town. There's a reason so many people go there to find what they're looking for. Now come here, it's done. Right on quickly, we have to get going. Grandma's old pauldrons. For me, I have wider shoulders than you, but I think I've made the adjustments properly. They're reminders of where you came from and what you're working for. Your grandmother passed them down to me when I began my blacksmith apprenticeship, and now it's time they were passed on to you. They fit perfectly. Thank you, Mother. I'm really going to miss everyone, Grandma and Grandpa, and all the villagers. We're going to miss you too, Lynn, but we're expecting great things from you. Ah, it's time. We need to get going. Oh, right. Let's go. Oh my, so many people. I hope there's a place for me to sit. Okay, so there's a cat. Looks like an old man rocking out with his headphones. Right there. Bartender lady. Cat or dog person, purple. There's Lynn. Dog person, angel, elf. I'm guessing that's an elf. It's got pointy ears. And then another person reading newspaper there. Okay. Oh my, so many people. I hope there's a place for me to sit. Sorry, but is this seat taken? Chatty elf. I was right, elf. Sorry, lady, these seats are occupied. Oh, sorry to bother you. Hi, hello. Sorry to bother, but is this seat taken? Gruff traveler. Sorry, lady, these seats are spoken for. What a bunch of jerks, huh? Seats are spoken for. There's nobody sitting there. Okay. Oh, are you sure? There doesn't seem to be any. It's okay. Never mind. Rain clouds. Oh. That's kind of cute. Okay. Okay, I guess I could try one more time. Okay, that's obviously us, or me. But we've got a frog with a crown, so a royal frog. That's interesting. A multi-tailed person there, so that's probably a kitsune. Old man, old lady, or husband and wife, and then somebody with big sideburns. And is there cat food there? Interesting. Okay. Sorry to bother, but is this taken? Oh, if you don't mind me asking, are you an Amari? Yes. I'm sorry, I hope it wasn't a rude question. I've heard stories of the Amari people in my village. I guess part of traveling means you see all sorts of new people. Okay, so I can't pick answers with my controller. It's alright, have a seat, just don't get on my wild side. I'll be nice. It's alright, have a seat. Okay, so there's relationship meter up here at the top. I guess it was good. I didn't see a change at all, but thank you. I wasn't expecting to share a train ride with an Amari, but it's quite the pleasant surprise. So, so is that a charm on your belt? People from my village wear charms all the time. What does your charm mean? Okay. Interesting. So, if I had to guess, um, I mean, this is vaguely familiar. Like I said, I played this a little bit back. Like I said, I think it was like 3 years ago. It's hard to remember. Um, I would almost it would. Okay, so now I can select stuff with my controller. Awesome. Um, this is probably a small buff of some kind. So I guess that if I choose this, then when I interact with people, probably it's easier to gain friendship and love. This probably increases the amount of like either selling stuff or I don't know if you end up I don't remember if you end up killing stuff and they stuff like monsters drop money or something like that. But this probably increases money somehow. Adventures probably oh, that would probably be experience probably. And then give peace. What would that even do? What would that do? I think I want to go with adventure. Seems the smart one. Increase experience points. Experience points or friendship. Although, if you're just diligent and talk to, again, my reference point here is like Stardew Valley and Rune Factory. So I would think that it should be fairly easy, although based on the number, I was going to say it should be fairly easy to increase friendship and love and all that stuff fairly easily. But based on the number of hearts I just saw up there in that meter, maybe this would not be a bad thing to pick up. Riches should be easy, I would think. It doesn't really matter if it takes you selling a couple extra items in order to make up for the loss of maybe, I don't know, percent or a couple gold coin increase in money. I guess I could say the same thing about experience. Peace. I really I should find out what the charm of peace does. Do I want to spoil that for myself? I guess I would hate to. I would really hate it if I end up screwing myself over because I didn't pick something. But you know what? It's fine. It's fun. It doesn't really matter in the long run. I mean, this is all for fun anyway. So if I don't make the most optimal choices, who cares? That's what That's what playing the game is all about. Making choices. I'm gonna pick the romance one. I think. Romance keepsake. That was behind my body there, so you didn't see that. And then I apparently also got a Steam achievement. So either I didn't go this far or I picked a different one when I played before. Romance, like getting married. Well, it's a very pretty charm. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, are you heading to Sunhaven? I am, but so what? Or how did you know? I will say, how did you know? I don't know about that. That seems kind of obvious. I mean, well, I guess I've never been on a train. It's before. There's not really trains like passenger cars where I live. But we do have like light rails. So surely this train doesn't just go to Sunhaven from wherever she was from, her village. Surely, you know, there's stuff like it goes to Sunhaven and it goes to other places past that. So that maybe that's not a stupid question. But this kind of just seems like a friendly question and then like jerk kind of question. So I'll still be. I think I'll still, you know, be friendly. That was probably a smart choice based on that increase in the heart meter up there. So you're heading there too. Hee. Well, if that's where you're headed, then that will make us neighbors. You're going to Sunhaven too. I'd be neighbors with you any day. You know, I don't really know much about this girl. I'm definitely not going to say I'd be neighbors with you any day. I mean, yeah, we saw that little bit of backstory. You know, she's nervous to go to someplace to be an apprentice blacksmith. But obviously, you know, we wouldn't know that. And as far as, you know, we would be concerned, she could very well just be, you know, a crazy person, like stalk you, or, you know, tie you up in your basement and murder you. So I'm not going to choose that because I don't know her that well. I think this is going to be the correct answer. That's right. I've actually just left my village for the first time. I'm a little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. By the way, my name's Lynn. What's yours? Ren. That's a very unique name. I guess maybe it is. Maybe it is in this world. I don't know. Oh my, you're from the Great City. The Great City, huh? How exciting. I come from a village in the eastern region. It's a lot smaller than Sunhaven. The Great City is color-coded. Maybe we visit there, kind of like the desert in Stardew Valley. Maybe, I don't know. Or there's a 3D kind of action RPG Rune Factory, not one of the main like Rune Factory 1, 2, 3, etc. It's the Guardians of Ozma. I've played a little bit of, and actually, like there's more than just the main city. So maybe it's kind of like that. I guess we'll find out. Or maybe it's like, you know, the town in Graveyard Keeper. I wonder if you've heard the rumors. It is said that monster folk have been spotted in recent times around Sunhaven. Monster folk. Is that going to be like demons and angels, Naga and Amari and elementals? Is this girl a racist? And that deep in the forest there is a city of darkness where all sorts of monster folk live. Okay, so a city of darkness. That sounds like there's definitely more than just the Sunhaven town. And we're probably going to have multiple towns. So there's probably like the Great City is some place you can go. Sunhaven is the main town, and then like this City of Darkness, whatever the City of Darkness is. I've got no idea what you're talking about, or on City of Darkness. I don't know if this is the most reliable person in the world to talk to and to trust her information, but let's see what other information she has, and we can see if we can verify that with maybe other townsfolk. Maybe we can ask questions about that. Let's check that out. Well, that's the rumor. but I'm not sure. I'm sure it's only rumors. Sunhaven must be a safe place, don't you think? You know, we're not supposed to spread rumors. It's kind of a jerk thing to do, you know. But oh well. Maybe it's not so bad, spreading, rumors about monsters in a fantasy setting. After all, they have their very own guardian dragon protecting it. Sunhaven has a guardian dragon. Yeah, I would. I mean, assuming it's a good dragon, yeah, it would probably be a safe place to live. And apparently, this guardian dragon is very powerful. Well, it sure got dark suddenly, didn't it? Yes, it absolutely did. It was a single frame and then darkness. That's interesting. Did you bring a light? I can hardly see a thing. I would think that animal people would have better night vision than regular human people. But yeah, I'm going to ask to see if she brought a light. Maybe she was way more prepared for this. I doubt it, than us. I can't see a thing. What happened to the light? Everyone panic, or just say calm. It could be okay. All right. So intrusive thoughts. I so want to pick this, but maybe we can do that if we really start enjoying this game and we want to play kind of a I guess maybe somewhat similar to a Baldur's Gate 3 Dark Urge run, where we're just a complete jerk. I don't know if that's even feasible in this game, but we could always find out. For now, let's go ahead and just stay calm. It will be okay. Oh, that was the right answer. See that? I got more of the love hearts there. I got more of the love hearts up there. What was that? I'm not sure, but I think we're safe now. The lights went out, I guess. I mean, it looked awful dark outside too, not just like inside the car. So I'm gonna say that we're safe. You don't think it was the monsters, do you? Monsters? Now I'm scared. It was probably okay. It was definitely not nothing, but let's go ahead and console this very naive blacksmith girl. Can't be too far from Sunhaven now, can we? We should be arriving soon. Okay, interesting so far. Interesting. We'll see. We'll end up seeing how this goes. I'm enjoying this. I mean, I guess I haven't really played anything, but so far the lead up is interesting. Now arriving at Sunhaven, we seem to have encountered some strange dark fog, so be careful as you step off the train. Okay, dark fog, maybe that's what turned out the lights, quote unquote lights. Dark fog, purple fog. Yeah. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. So, you guys saw the dragon on top of the train, right? Yeah. That's the conductor. Surely that's the conductor. There's not an engine on the front of that train, so literally the train was being pulled by the dragon holding on to the rails. There's a hand and there's a hand, and him flapping his wings. And you can see him shooting out, snorting right there. He's out of breath. That is a pretty cool like fantasy idea. That's how you could have trains and not have technology. That is Okay, I think I'm sold on this game. That's pretty cool. My goodness, what happened? This is Lucia. Okay, I'm seeing kind of a similar art style, so maybe, yeah, maybe it is kind of the art style that why some of the appearance of these people is a little off, maybe. Okay, so again, Lucia says, my goodness, what happened? Okay, our train was hit by a wave of darkness, or I think the lights went out. Oh, and your train station is messed up. Is the train station messed up? Is the fog, is that the mess up part? I guess let's just, it looks like she has like a spell or something going on right here. I mean, that's the giant bird here thing's tail. But that looks like that's probably a spell of some kind around her hand there. So I'm gonna assume she's way more knowledgeable about this place. Yeah, I'm gonna say that a train was hit by a wave of darkness. We saw a cloud of darkness moving across the land. It finally stopped here at the train station. Trains won't be able to come and go from Sunhaven like this. But we were able to show up if there's this cloud of darkness. So that kind of doesn't make sense. But that can wait. Are either of you hurt? I don't think so, but there were a bunch of other people on the train too, so Lynn, that was quite frightening, but no one was hurt. See, yeah, she's got the right idea. There's more than just the two of us, this Lynn and me, me. What is that darkness? Nathaniel here. Okay, well, he looks kind of normal. So is it just... do the women just look weird? Or is it maybe they aren't human? Like maybe... well, no, Lynn said she was human. You know, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question, Lucia. Surely that's Lucia. Lucia, what should we do about the train station? Yeah, see, there's the dragon huffing and puffing. The darkness, whatever it is, it looks like it isn't going anywhere or causing any harm. Let's keep an eye on it for the moment until I can learn more about it. So, okay, so he just stopped. He didn't even make it all the way to the train station. He just stopped here for some reason. All right, well, you know, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know how do you stop this dark fog? Like, how do you just stop? You just sit and watch it and just cross your fingers and hope it doesn't go anywhere? Because I would think that if there was like some magic that would stop that, you would be able to do something about that now and not just wait. I don't know. Maybe I'm over. You know what it is? I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it, guys. I'm overthinking it. Oh, my apologies. You both seem to have arrived under an unusual circumstance. I'm Lucia, Archmage. See, I knew she was a mage. See, I was right. That was a spell. Archmage and leader of Sunhaven. Oh, she's also the leader, like the mayor or queen or whatever. I guess it's just a town, so she's not a queen. Yeah, so the mayor. She's the Archmage and mayor. This is Nathaniel, captain of the city guard. Okay. Okay. You must be our new apprentice blacksmith, Lynn. Okay, and that would make you Ren, the new farmer. That's right. Or. Wow, you're smart. No wonder you're the town leader. Yeah, Yeah, I'm not going to say that. Obviously, that could win like friendship points or whatever, the hearts, I guess. But yeah, that's a very shallow compliment. Yeah, we're not going to say that. As leader of Sunhaven, I like to meet our new citizens personally. Welcome to Sunhaven. Good to meet you both. Take my word that you have nothing to fear in Sunhaven. It is our sworn duty to keep the people of Sunhaven safe, no matter what. Don't worry, I will face this darkness. Yeah, dark evil, maybe evil, but dark fog. I don't think a sword is going to help, my friend. Maybe if you were like a paladin or something and had, I don't know, magic. Yeah. I don't. Just swinging your sword is not going to do anything. Unless maybe, I guess, if there was like a monster making this magic fog, and the magic fog, other than being dark, doesn't hurt you, then maybe the sword would help against that monster. Frederick, my sword. Nathaniel. This is Frederick. So the captain of the guard didn't even have his sword. You just let some other guy carry around your sword for you. I have very little confidence in this town guard all of a sudden. Thank you, Frederick. See, you know what? I picked the wrong answer, chat. I should have said that she is very smart. No wonder she is the town, the leader of the town, because she said exactly what I was thinking, that don't think a sword will work on magic fog. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try and be friends with this magic person. I don't think the sword will work. We'll need some time to research and come up with a solution. You may be right. A sword probably isn't the best thing to fight dark magic clouds with. You know what? Yeah, I'm just overthinking it. I am overthinking this game. I should just read it and not comment, I guess, because obviously they're obviously pointing out exactly what I've been saying. So, yeah. I'll post some guards to keep watch of the area in the meantime. Okay, well, I guess that's smart. Keep an eye on the fog to see if it gets closer. Not that you could do anything about it in the meantime. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, Frederick, false alarm, you're dismissed. Please tell me he's not going to take this guy's sword. He's taking his sword with him. He is taking the captain of the guard's sword with him. If the captain of the guard has somebody else carry his sword, why does his sprite have his sword? Look, it's right there. It's right there. Right there. That his sword is right there, guys. Right there. Oh, good lord. Okay, yeah. He's a great kid. After his apprenticeship ends, he'll make a fine guard, and all in good time. You is he a squire? He's probably a squire, not like a guard apprentice. I mean, I'm no guard expert, but I wouldn't think that being a guard would be so complicated that you would have to apprentice to be a guard. It's not like, yeah, not like a carpenter or a blacksmith or like even like modern day professions like carpentry, plumber, electrician, welding, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I surely this guy is a squire. Like the captain of the guards surely is a knight, and this Frederick guy was his squire. So like learning all of the other stuff that is like knightly duties, probably, certainly, yeah. Speaking of good time, maybe it's a good time to show our new citizens to their homes. I think you're right, Captain. After what they've been through, I think a rest is in order. Yeah, and it looks like the sun is setting as we speak. So yeah, maybe a rest would be a good idea. Come with me, Ren. Your farm is waiting. Okay, so the leader of the town has nothing better to do other than show new arrivals to their homes. Okay. I would think that would be quote unquote apprentice guard duty stuff, while magic person here studies magic fog. But what do I know? What do I know? I know nothing. I know nothing. I am Jon Snow. I know nothing. And I'll show you your new home, Lynn. It's right near the quarry. I can't wait to see the work you and Solon do. Solon? 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 Stallone? I'm going to call him Solon. Solon. And we got to keep that in mind that Lynn lives near the quarry, wherever that is. That might be good information to have. Oh, and it was nice meeting you too, Ren. Okay. Thanks for chatting with me on the train, Ren. Maybe we'll be able to talk again soon. Goodbye for now. Oh, and could I ask you not to mention the darkness to your fellow villagers? I just don't want anyone to worry is all. We've got it under control. Do we have it under control? How big is this village? Can the villagers not see this dark fog, presumably all around the town, or at least on this one side of the town? I guess maybe if it's a really big village and there's lots of tall buildings, maybe. Shall we see your new farm together then? Lead the way, Archmage. Okay, yeah, let's go. That is a huge bird. Movement. Walk around using WSD on your keyboard. Welcome to Sunhaven, Ren. Despite how adventurous your arrival here was, I'm sure you will have it all figured out soon. Yep. Based on the state of this, if this is the farm, yeah. This is very much Stardew Valley and Rune Factory. Got to clean up all of the weeds and grass and trees and stuff. Yeah. Well, here we are, Brad. First things first, though, you need to decide where your house is going to go. Go ahead and pick a spot. Just so you know, the path we're standing on leads directly to Sunhaven. Okay, so I live outside of Sunhaven then, apparently. And there's no magic dark fog around my place, so does it just block the train line? You can place your house close to the bridge if you'd like to be close to town. How big is this place? How far away from town can I make it? Is there a benefit to making my house far away from the entrance here? I can see some pretty nice spots from here. But it's up to you to decide. Good luck and farewell for now. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Wow, it is 6 a.m. It looks awful dark for 6 a.m. to me, but... Oh, you spaced for jumping. Well, I'm on a, Oh, what? Okay, so I can move this independently, up to a limit, a defined limit of how far away. But how do I jump? Okay, A is jump. A is jump. It would be really nice if the tooltips all factored in the fact that I'm using a controller and not a keyboard. Okay, so no, I do not want to set it there. I was looking to see what X did. No, I don't want to put it there. Okay, so now... Okay, so I can... This initially now, until I move, apparently. I don't know what that is. It's probably like my shipping box or whatever. And do I want to block... I don't want to block that up there. See, there's a right up here looks like a path up, so I don't want to block that. That's as far as I can go. So do I want to put it like here against that wall? That way I don't have to worry about waste space that way. Or should I bring it down one? That way, if something like, you know how like in Stardew Valley, like when you chop down trees and stuff like that, like sometimes stuff can be in weird positions, and so you can't get to it. So maybe something like that. Like I don't know if there's like trees or something like that up on that cliff face up there. Oh, there definitely is. Yes. Okay. So like if I break these black stones or those trees, will stuff get like fall in behind the house if it's set right there, and be impossible to pick up. It said that there was a demolition kit, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's experiment. Let's just put this up here and see if that works. Yeah, so you'll need a house demolition kit from the house if you want to move it later. If you move it after it's placed, your house will lose all contents and upgrades. Ooh. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. So you say knock knock, But you just barged into my house. Um, Knock, knock. Look at you. Up and at 'em already. You're really committed to this farming gig, huh? That's great. Hello? Who are you and why are you in my house? This is the correct response, chat. This is the correct response to some woman just barged into your house. Well, there might be other more appropriate responses, but this game, so this is going to be the appropriate response right now. And there are two very big reasons why this is the correct response. Where have my manners gone? My name is Annie. And I happen to be Sunhaven's most distinguished merchant. I wanted to officially welcome our new farmer to town. A merchant. Okay. I don't know that merchants typically just barge into new arrivals' homes. That didn't happen when I bought my house. But, you know, fantasy world. Sure. Okay. Speaking of which, I can't help but notice you don't seem to have any farm tools or seeds. Why don't you let me take care of you? Take care of me, or seriously, what are you doing in my house? Yeah, yeah, well, take care of me, question mark. I want to make a deal with you. Call it Annie's Ready to Go Farm Kit. Okay. All the tools you need plus 15 wheat seeds for only 250 coins. What do you say? There's haggling apparently. Well, maybe there's haggling. Only 250 coins, you say? Well, okay. Or 150, final offer. You know what? I am going to say 150, final offer. This lady just barged into my house and is accosting me very rudely, I would say. Not unlike door-to-door salespeople. Hey, look at that. Fine, it's deal. We saved 100 gold coins. I don't know if that's any good. Tough customer, huh? I like that in a business partner. See, that was the right answer, Chad. There's no relationship stronger than one born in business, you know. Is she coming on to us? Some of the things she said have been a little sus. Why don't we step outside and you can show me how you do your work, She sold me rusty tools. Of course she did. Shrewd business person, or yeah, let's just go with it. Let's be, you know what? Let's be nice. We're gonna be nice. Let's get these seeds in the ground. Okay, we got a scythe, rusty hoe, rusty watering can, rusty axe, rusty pickaxe, and the 15 seeds. Inventory. Where did the seeds go? Press C. See that? Right there. It shows a button on a controller. At least on this tooltip it did. It does. But on the last one, it said press space. What? I don't know. I don't know why. Why would you have your controls not all the same automatically based on what your person is doing? I did not mean to do that. Apparently, right stick does not move my cursor around. It swings this. Okay, so there's a little circle on the ground. Thankfully, this does nothing. But that little circle is my swing, apparently. Okay, that's actually interesting. So I don't have to like turn and do stuff. A is jump, X is do the thing. Y, at least right now, does nothing. B got rid of that. Left bumper, right bumper changes my tool. Okay. See, effect was select, kind of. Brings up map. Does it always bring up map? What if I do this? Yes, that is map. And this is inventory. Okay, start is backpack. Or the 3-line button on my Xbox controller is backpack. And then the what looks like 2 windows or 2 squares is map. Okay. Okay. So map and then Sunhaven. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's a pain. Maybe I'll use my mouse for this. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Mouse is way better for this because you can click and drag as opposed to doing the different like the arrow keys. You can't use the D-pad on your Xbox controller to move stuff around. You have to use the left stick, and that will just switch you between the arrow keys like so, and not let you like grab and move stuff. There's people all over the place. Time is ticking down. Interesting. I wonder how fast that goes. There's a giant squid. Giant squid, guys. Don't go in the water. Okay, so here we are. This is our farm, home sweet home. This is actually a rather big map. And there's look, some of the stuff is like clouds, and so obviously it's got to be like hiding stuff. But there's a surprising amount of it that's actually already opened up to us. People that we have not yet met are on the map, and you can just. That's kind of cool. Okay, and then there's this. Okay, that's cool. Is that useful? Like, okay, yeah. So that helps. You can just hover over these different locations, and it will it'll the map there and also highlight it. That's pretty cool. There's actually a lot of locations. It looks like a romance stall. I wonder what is sold there. Nothing suspicious, surely. There's surely nothing suspicious sold there. Okay. So there's not people there. Okay, stats. We have 30 hit points, 20 mana. Oh, there is a passive regeneration innate. Okay, that's pretty cool. 0.03 hit points every second. That's interesting. And zero point 0.2 mana per second. Mana regenerates way faster than health, although I guess that would make sense in a fantasy setting. People heal really slow typically. 122 movement speed. I wonder if that's because we are an Amari. 100% jump height. Total professions. Total levels 5. Okay. 5 total levels because there's 5 profession skills and we have 1 level in all of them. Okay. Exploration, farming, mining, combat, fishing. That's very much Stardew Valley. Combat, 0 attack damage, 0 spell damage, 0 defense, 10% critical hit chance, 0% accuracy. Surely that doesn't mean actually 0% accuracy, because then you would never be accurate. You would always miss. We've apparently completed 1 quest. We've jumped 5 times. That's an interesting stat to track. We collected 0 orbs, whatever orbs are, and 0 tickets. Those surely do stuff. We've collected 500 gold coins, which is our starting money. Food stats. Okay. So I am probably right. Each thing that you consume gives you that stat bonus 1 time, and there's a stat track, like it tracks that. If you consumed that thing to get that bonus, probably. Quest, show your skills. Okay, to do, plant wheat seeds, 10 wheat seeds, water 10 wheat seeds, and log? Probably cut down 10 trees. That is for Annie. Annie wants me to show off my farming prowess. I should plant and water 10 wheat seeds and chop 10 logs from the trees on my farm. Okay, so not 10 trees, just 10 logs. Relationships. Okay. So Lynn the blacksmith's apprentice, Annie the renowned merchant, Nathaniel captain of the guard, and archmage of Sunhaven, Lucia. Looks like we can give 1 gift. It's probably 1 gift per day, right? Like Stardew Valley and Rune Factory and all those other style of games. Everybody has the same number of hearts and the same number of locked hearts. So is everybody romanceable? And then what is... Everybody's got this thing here. So I wonder if... Okay, so they've got a couple of things. I don't know what... There's some kind of book next to each of them. And then also an item in one of these 2 slots. So since I can hover over this, I'm guessing if I give Lynn whatever this thing is, that does something like unlocks the let me grab my mouse. These hearts here, maybe this row of hearts, and it unlocks when you get to there, and then maybe something else will show up here, and if you put that there, then it unlocks that row of hearts, the bottom row, not the 4th row of hearts, maybe. And then I don't know what the book would be for then. Or if I get to here, does it give me this thing? Is this an item or a passive skill bonus or something like that you obtain, like a trophy of some kind, by getting to here? And then it'll automatically, I do something this unlocks, and then something else will appear here. And once I get to that final one, that thing will appear. I don't know. We'll find out. What's the... Okay, so this is the skill tree. That makes sense. That's a tree. That skill tree. Okay, duh. Exploration, farming, mining, combat, fishing. Okay. Interesting. So there's levels here. Okay, so this requires 5 skill spent in the skill tree to unlock this tier. Okay. Um, that's interesting. Okay, let me do it this way. Air skip. Unlock the air skip spell. Jump again while midair to quickly dash forward. Okay. Necessary for traversing the world efficiently. It costs mana to do, and there's no cooldown. Interesting. Okay, and that's in under exploration, under mobility. I wonder if these are exclusive, or can you actually get all of these? Like, surely you can't get all of these. You probably have to mix and match, but it doesn't look like to get wood splitter, you don't have to have what is it? 5 ranks in wood cutting. Or you don't need any of the sharp axe to get the wood splitter. But that's interesting. Okay. Damage done to trees. Okay, so depending on how much damage you do and maybe the axe, you destroy trees faster. I don't know if that's a significant amount. When collecting a forageable, okay. Well, I have no skill points, so I'll worry about this stuff when we get to it. But everything has its own experience points, which is interesting. Okay, so there's exploration experience and farming experience is different from it's not just experience. So maybe the adventure one was like combat experience and mining experience, while the charm of peace was like exploration, farming, and fishing. Curious. Okay, so we have okay, that's cool. There's cosmetics and equipment. So you can choose whether or not your cosmetic appears at all, or whatever you have equipment. Let's look at this. Okay. Romance keepsake, a token kept by those whose hearts are set on romance. It imparts an air of charm to your words and actions. 1 romance bonus, and it's a blue. It's a blue star, not a plus sign. I don't know if it's clear to you all on the screen there for you guys, but it's definitely a like a diamond, not a plus. So I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe it's effectively like romance experience. So like by chatting with people, normally you get like quote unquote 1 romance XP normally, and then this gives you an additional 1 when you talk to them. But I don't know if that means, like, let's say giving them a normal, like, neutral gift or whatever. Assuming there's like different tiers of gifts, like hated, disliked, neutral, liked, loved gifts, favorite gifts. But let's say giving them a neutral gift gives you normally 10 experience. Does this mean that with this keepsake I gain 11 romance experience with that person? I don't know. There's a description for your basic cosmetics too. So it looks like there's a lot of detail that's gone into this already, and we're barely into it. Okay. Okay, so you can either discard stuff or drop stuff. That's kind of nice. Got to be careful with that. Quick transfer to chest. Instantly sort items into nearby chests that contain the same item. Oh my god, that is so awesome. Oh god. So I don't have to go through chest by chest by chest to store things and keep it organized. I can just go to where my chests are, which I'm totally gonna have to keep all my chests in like one place. and then just click this button. And a sort button. A sort button. Oh, that was one thing I hated about early Minecraft. Without mods, I don't remember if Minecraft still does not have a sort button or not. But I also love that it's not just like a generic keeper. So it's not like, oh, you hit Y, it automatically sorts all your crap in your inventory again. Okay. I think that is enough wandering around, like looking through that stuff. Yeah, see times movement. Okay, so while I was in the inventory, my menus, the time stopped, which is awesome. I love that. Okay. That is fantastic. Okay, weed it out. Scythe takes. Okay, so it's Y to go. Y is to interact, it looks like. Yes, Y is interact. Jump in. Jump in. I'm not going to click jump in because I don't know how that's going to mess things up, but okay. Weed it out. Your scythe takes your weeds with a single slash plus X to swing your scythe when you have it selected. Okay, well, my scythe is selected. I can hit X. That did not do anywhere close to what I thought it was going to do. I just naturally assumed Stardew Valley, you're going to swing your scythe and it's going to just chop this stuff down because it's basic weeds. I'm going to instead do that. Okay, so I got experience down there at the bottom right. So it looks like where I am on the screen looks like probably the best place to have it, other than whenever I pick up items. So in the you know what? Maybe I should move myself. Should I move myself? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and move myself real quick. Let's go ahead and put me right. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Where am I? Oh, I need to. All right, I had myself locked in place. I'm going to put myself right here, I think. That way, items will appear. When I pick stuff up, it appears right here. So that if I end up missing something, it will appear there. Can I mirror reverse the I wonder if I should reverse my or reverse camera mode. Invert selection. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to mess with that. Not right now. I will play with that later on. Okay. Scythe. We did out. Your scythe takes care of weeds in a single slash. It totally did not do that. It did not do that at all. Press X to swing the scythe when you have it selected. Yeah, it did. It did not take care of them in a single slash. I just got tickets. See, I've got experience down there, and then I've got tickets over there. I don't know what tickets do. Tickets. These tickets aren't worth anything here, but they might be valuable elsewhere. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. Okay. So, boy, it's already 2 o'clock. I'm wasting daylight here, guys. Okay. So I got some green root seeds. Using my scythe does not take mana or health, which is awesome. Okay. So I can just go and do this stuff. And it looks like I don't have to be super accurate with this. I can just kind of go and do. Okay. More tickets. Okay. Okay, so I need to plant 10 wheat seeds. So I'm going to assume I got to use this hoe. You know what? Let me go ahead and break this rock. Okay, yeah, that didn't take anything, any stamina, or there's no stamina, so no mana, no anything. That just did it. Okay. So then let's go ahead and there, and there, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 10. I need to plant 10 wheat seeds. Yeah, okay. All right, okay. And then water. Okay, and then log. Okay, okay. There's a stump there. Mana orbs. Mana orbs aren't worth anything here, but they might be valuable elsewhere. Okay. So I got 4 logs, 2 mana orbs. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this stump. I don't know if I should be clearing stumps. See, they just gave me 2 more logs. So I'm gonna clear that one, and then I'll just clear. See, I wonder if logs are gonna fall in the water there, and I'm gonna lose them. Let's do this. Because I remember that being a thing in Stardew. Okay, so I only got 3. I have to, and that didn't even leave a stump, so that was an immature plant. Okay, an immature tree. How to tell immature tree from mature tree, I wonder, maybe? Yeah, let's go ahead and chop this one here down. I need 1 more. Okay. And see, that one gave me 5. There's a stump here. I got an oak tree seed too. What game was it? I've played a game where if you left stumps, the trees would grow back. But if you didn't leave the stumps, they would grow back. And I can't remember what game that was. Okay, so she has a complete quest. Okay. Okay. Reward, coins, exploration experience. Okay. And then I choose a bonus. Oh, that's cool. You can do fishing, combat, mining, or farming experience as a bonus. It's way less. I don't know how hard it is going to be to gain any of these experiences. I'm going to go with combat experience just because I don't know how difficult the combat is in this game, but I feel like maybe getting a head start on combat XP before you actually go into combat might be a smart thing to do. So I'm going to take combat experience, except I have level 2 exploration. Okay. Nice job, farmer. Not bad for such a small job. If you really want to build up your farm, you should take those logs to a crafting bench. Hey, I can see one from here. Okay, so that's probably what that is directly above us. Oh, based on where I am covering the character art. I guess I'm gonna have to be over there and covering up the equipment, the item drops. Yeah, 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 I'm just gonna have to be over there. Let's move me back over here. And yeah, I will just cover the items that we that I pick up. Okay, well, we live and we learn. Okay, it is what it is. Okay. The other thing I could do, I guess, it would be to make it where it's not the game capture doesn't take up the whole screen, but that doesn't seem very user friendly. Nice job, farmer. Not bad for. Okay, yeah, I already read this. Hey, I can see one from here. Actually, yeah, that's what this here is. I think I'm sure that's probably the crafting bench. Hearts at the top of the screen show your relationship level with an NPC. You can check on NPC relationships in the relationships tab of your inventory menu. Okay, yeah. Skill tree. Spend your skill points by accessing your inventory and opening the skill panel. See, nice zoom in. It told me, hey, yes, that is in fact the crafting bench. Sorry, crafting bench. At a crafting bench, you can turn logs into planks and other useful things. It's going to be one of those. It's going to very much like Graveyard Keeper. That's another game that I think might be fun to play on stream. I have played a little bit of it, but I think I'd be willing to, if everybody's interested, maybe running a world of Graveyard Keeper. I only played so much of it. That's one of those things about these kinds of games, man. If I'm playing by myself, not interacting with anybody, I can get lost in them for a while and then just drop them. That's why it's nice to take a break from things and have other things to play. So yeah, maybe we should. Maybe that's something I should do. Schedule this on like do Monster Hunter Wilds for a couple hours on Saturdays, and then drop over to this, and that way we can kind of keep a rhythm and make sure everything stays together. Or I could do like I did today and do Deep Rock Galactic and then this. Guess we'll have to play it by ear and see how that goes. Let's see, this is still the tutorial. I want to try and rush through this. That way I can end here and then the next little bit have dinner and that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and finish this up real quick and maybe get to the end of the day, and then we can pick this up next time. Anyways, I have other business to attend to. You should check out the town general store. You can buy more seats. Okay, so blue is definitely locations. Definitely locations you can go to. You can buy more seeds there because, let's be real, a measly 15 wheat isn't going to get you very far. Where is the general store? It is directly to the right of your farm. You really can't miss it. If you get lost, check your map by pressing M. Well, it's not M. It's the M on keyboard and I guess what used to be select, or it's like the double window looking button on an Xbox controller. Anyway, it was nice to meet you. What is your name? This lady never learned my name before breaking into my house and accosting me in my living room, and forcing me into manual labor. I'm going to be nice. I shouldn't be, but I'm going to. Cute name. This lady is hitting on us. All the sus phrasing and innuendo earlier. Yeah, she's hitting on us. And now she is propositioning us for real money. Yeah, surely 40 wheat is not in some sort of innuendo for something else. surely. Once you harvest it, sell it in that sell portal next to us. That's a sell portal. Got it. You know about sell portals, right? They're magical portals that lead directly to the greatest marketplace in the world, the Great City. That's what that jump in button was for. I knew you could go to the Great City. So I could jump into that portal and go to the Great City. Glad I did not choose to do that before. All you have to do is dump anything you want to sell in the portal, and someone on the other side takes care of the rest. I spoke too soon. I should have finished reading what she said. Maybe jump in does not lead you to the Great City. Soul portals are many things that make our lives easy, but they're not toys. I heard the odd story of careless merchants falling into them. So be careful. See? When you don't know something, it helps to listen to people and not just touch things. I know when I was growing up, my parents taught me to look and not touch when we were going into stores. This is the perfect reason why. See right there? If I would have touched and not looked and waited, I would have gotten sucked into wherever it takes me. That is a great lesson. Look, but don't touch. You'll make some nice profit for a change. Hefty harvest quest started. Okay. It's up to you, man. Live your life here in Sunhaven however you want. Just make sure it pays. Got it. I can do that. See that? Live your life here in Sunhaven however you want. Just make sure it pays. You are definitely a merchant. You have unspent skill points. Okay. What is this leaf? Okay, I have stone, logs, a lump of ordinary rock. I bet it could be crafted in some sort of stonework. A hunk of hewn tree, just waiting to be turned into planks. Spring token. A token of the spring season. These can be traded for wonderful seasonal rewards. I don't even remember how I got that. That was from cutting grass or from cutting down trees. It's got a purple background. I've got 3 of them, so obviously it's got to be, yeah, obviously it had to be from cutting trees in the springtime here, because it's between my logs and my sapling. So I cut down a tree, and it gave me these. And since it's spring, I'm sure that it can only be obtained in spring. So there's probably a summer token and a autumn or fall token and a winter token. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Skill tree. Excavation is what I said. Okay, mobility. Okay. Air skip sounds like a fantastic one, but I only have 20 mana. Yeah, I still only have 20 mana. Maybe not the smartest one to go with. Sharp axe, 5% more increased damage done to trees. Do I need to worry about doing more damage to trees? It doesn't take stamina. So this seems like it's kind of a waste. Tame the trees and plant life to shape your desire. Okay, foraging. When collecting a forageable grants a 20, 30, or 40% chance to gain an extra item. That seems smart to pick up. Social. Perfect your people's skills. Each bulletin board quest completed awards 1 or 2 additional community tokens. I don't know if those are going to be useful. I mean, surely they're useful at some point. Um, you know, I do double take. I think I do double take just because it's 20% chance to get an extra item and can turn around and sell that. Sounds like it could be useful. It's free money, basically. Yeah, I think foraging is this double take foraging is the way to go. Yep, locking that in. Okay. I have no other farming almost is almost up. I'll worry about these other ones when we get to them. But holy, wow, I can't. One interaction with this Annie renowned merchant lady, and I already have the same doing the quest. Doing the quest is what gave me the same heart bill level as I did with Lynn, just by correct answers and when talking to her. Got it. Okay. Use your map to find the general store. Okay. So that's track the thing. That's probably abandoned. Can't abandon that one. Harvest 40 wheat. Okay. Okay, so open the map. General store. Perpetually staffed by Emmett, the Sun Haven General Shop offers a wide selection of seeds along with basic must-haves and an ever revolving catalog of furniture and home decoration. This is the best shop to frequent for those who wish to build the perfect house or flourishing farm. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let me go ahead and plant these trees. Should I place them right next to each other? That seems like that might not be a good idea. You know what? If it was a bad idea, they wouldn't let you do it, right? Surely that's enough space to walk between. Okay, so there's something there that I can't walk. It won't let me walk right here for some reason. Interesting. I wonder why I can't walk through there. Okay, so I can walk through that small gap right there. Okay, so yeah, that's probably fine there. Placing decorations not satisfied with your decorations, but use your pickup. Use your pickaxe to pick up the decorations you have placed. You know what? I'm not going to do it with that. I'm going to put this oak sapling in place. Grab. There. Okay. Let me place this oak sapling. Okay. If it's a decoration, if this is a decoration, like that tooltip suggested, and that those apple trees are decorations like the tooltip suggested, then if I hit this with a pickaxe, in theory, it should be picked up. I cannot hit this with a pickaxe. I cannot hit this with a pickaxe. Okay. Okay. Mailbox. There's no mail this time. Okay. Map. See, now it shows me what button my map is. See, that's the the two little window things. Who is this? Oh, wrong direction. Okay. Who is this person? Okay. I'm not going to break into somebody's house. Repair. This isn't a suitable home for any dog in its condition. Fixed for 25 planks of wood. Not right now. Okay. General store. Use your map to find the general store. Okay. It is there. Okay, so I take a left at chicken. Go up to street. Take a left at street and then head north. Okay. Well, I guess that's the chicken on the map. Here's the street. That's the general store, guys. I better head inside and see what they got. I think, isn't it like 9 o'clock? Are they going to still be open? It just took me. Emmett. Okay. Okay, so Emmett has a sprite. He does not have any art. You gotta be that new neighbor people are talking about. Welcome to the general store. Oh, wait 1 sec. There we go. Anyway, I'm Emmett. I work here and over at the farming shop and down at the fishing store and in town hall. Okay, I work a lot. This guy works everywhere. This guy reminds me of in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the fishing stall merchant, who was obviously him, and then he sold. He was like I think he like carried people around on his boat, but he wore a different hat and claimed to be his own brother. That's this guy. This guy is that guy. He is that guy from Avatar. I don't even remember that guy's name. Surely it was in book 3, the fire book. But yeah, Emmett will grow up to be that guy. It was in the episode with like the mud village and the pollution and stuff. Okay. I heard people say you're supposed to be the farmer. Well, we sell lots of basic seeds among loads of other things. Our furniture stock also changes every day. Be sure to stop in and see what's new. Wait, how do you work at so many places at once? Good question. I keep my nose to my work. No distractions. That's one way to do it. I don't think it's feasible to be able to do 4 jobs at one time. But, you know, what do I know? What do I know? Maybe he can clone himself or something. I don't know, like Naruto. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. See, he moves really quick. He's the Flash. That's who he is. He's the Flash. Do you ever not work? That's a great thing about this place. There's never not any work to do. They set up this bulletin board right outside the shop. Everyone goes there to post job offerings. This tells you this is how we do those quests. Okay. All those odd jobs net me a pretty good coin or two, that's for sure. If you don't waste time with stuff like sleeping, you have all sorts of time to get work done. See, there you go. This guy does not sleep. That's what it is. I'll check that bulletin board out myself. Eager to help out, huh? That's funny because I was actually meaning to finish a delivery that was posted up on that board. Thing is, though, I don't really think I'll be able to finish time due to being stuck at work and all. Why don't you complete the delivery for me? Sure, I'd love to, or fine. You know what? We're nice people. We're gonna say we'd love to. Hey, yo, neat. Thanks a lot, neighbor. Here's an order for Solon R. Smith. I was supposed to deliver it to him, but I guess I got caught up with work. Okay, so we're gonna deliver this thing to him, and then we're probably gonna meet what was her name, Lynn, the apprentice blacksmith. She's probably gonna be there, and so we're gonna end up talking to her. Just take that order to him so he can smith up what our barracks needs. And remember that people can't wait forever. Usually you only get a few days to complete the task once you accept it from the bulletin board. Yep, that's very much like Stardew Valley, Rune Factory, that kind of stuff. Okay. Oh, and feel free to take a look around the shop. I'm here all day. Okay. And I'm also in several other places all day. Just take your time, really. I wonder if we go into another shop where he supposedly works. Where else did he say he worked? The town hall? I don't remember what the other places he said he worked are. I'll have to go back and look at that. But I wonder if we walk into those other places, is he just going to be there? Or are we going to, like, walk in and then he's going to walk in behind us? If it was this other, like, where he walks in behind us, that would be hilarious. Yeah, it's 9:30. I can't believe they let me still be in here. Okay. General goods, the merchandise in this general store rotates every day, so keep checking to see what's new. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So this, you go up to this, and I guess you buy stuff. Section closed. It seems like the spot where repaired general could. Oh, this is how you increase the what's available per day, I guess. I buy trash can. Okay, so this is the furniture stuff that changes every day. 10,000 gold for a giant teddy bear. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I got to rest by 12, otherwise we faint or something like that. I missed it. There's not a way to bring that stuff up. You can make yourself invincible. Why? Why would you do that? Weather overlays? What is weather overlays? Do I click it? Seasonal pests, seasonal crop effects. Okay, that's all good. I can change the day late. How long the day takes. You know what? I can make it faster. I can make it 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 40. I don't know about you guys, but I typically like longer days in my games like this. I think that way I'm not having to rush, which I guess is part of the point of the game, because you do only have so much time in the day in real life, so it makes sense. I just think that like 20-minute cycles for a day is a little short and excessive. It makes you rush too much. I'm gonna go ahead and bump that up to 30 minutes. I am going to. I want to see what this weather overlays does. Because I don't know. I can increase the size of the UI. Interesting. And zoom level. Oh my god. I can make it where we are right up in the front of the game. I don't know why you would do that, but I can only go to 2 times. I don't know why. Audio. Yeah, okay, I messed with that before starting this. Oh, this is cool. Up to 8 friends. Guys, that would be something. This is something that I could get behind. I could totally get behind this. Have an 8-person game. Surely that's 8. It's like 1 to 8 players, not like 1 to 9 players. Surely it's not with 8 other people. There's no way, right? But yeah, I would totally be down to do maybe a separate game with 8 people, or up to 8 people, like an 8-person game. I think that could be a lot of fun. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how feasible that is, but if we're interested, yeah, definitely let me know. Definitely let me know. I think that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to finish this up real quick. What is this? Deliver the order form to someone in the quarry. Okay, so the order form is not an item in my backpack. It's just an ethereal nothing burger. It just go talk to him. Okay. Let me talk to Ashton. Maybe that's a person that's important. Mom said the springtime job would be fun, but all I do is sweep the floors and stock the shelves. This isn't fun at all. Yep, that's life, kid. Okay, so those 2 people are not important, apparently, as far, like, you don't have relationships with them. They just exist. That's interesting. Okay, so I don't know. That's different from Stardew, because, like, that means that these people, they exist, but they're not important, and so they're going to be easily forgettable. Like, in like, I don't know, 2 months of playing this game, I'm not going to remember who the hell Ashton knew. Ashton? Yeah, who the hell Ashton was. See, like there, I didn't know who Ashton was. Okay. Corey, UI scale text too small. Try changing the UI scale in the settings menu. It's fine for me, but if you guys think it is too small, go ahead and let me know, and I will go ahead and change that. I'm going to that. Oh, what is this? Okay. It is already. It's already getting late. I gotta go. Gotta go. Let's go ahead and go back to the farm and go back to bed. And okay. Boy, I am glad I changed that timer. It didn't have that much of effect right now, but it sure looked like it would have. It would have. You sleep straight through the night. Okay, so that means there's all sorts of events. Yep. So okay, so this is very Stardew. Okay, so this is just an overview of what we did today, what we earned total today. So, like, this is the experience we earned. The combat from selecting that as our reward, because I didn't fight anything. The 100 came from the quest reward. The 36 came from actually cutting down some trees. That must be mining. I guess mining is purple. I broke a rock. And then I don't remember if I got experience for using the hoe and tilling the ground, but I'm surely I gained experience for putting down seeds, and watering. 551 money. I'm sure that's gold, probably gold pieces. Yeah, gold earned. There it is on the side there. 500 because of the background I selected, and then the 51 from the mission. 5, that was mana orbs, which are used as currency somewhere, which are not an inventory item, which I like. And 4 tickets, which are also, again, not are a currency, but not an item in your inventory, which I like. Press Y to continue. That was earnings of spring day 2. Saving. Your game saves automatically, so you don't need to worry about saving your progress. That's cool, but it looks like you can also manually save when you quit. So, like, you can maybe do that in the middle of the day. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I do need to eat dinner. But so far, I've really enjoyed the game so far. Really want to come back and revisit this. So yeah, I think I'm going to start doing. I want to put Sunhaven. Do some streams of that on Saturdays, probably after Monster Hunter Wilds. I would stream maybe during the week, but because of my day job, I don't have a set time off. So for example, sometimes I have to go into work at 6:30 in the morning, or 7:30 in the 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. Sometimes it's not till 9. But then I could get off work at 2 p.m. or 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. Just depending on how the day goes. And when I do get off of work, when my day is over, I am not in. I'm like usually an hour or so away when we finish the last of our work. So then, hour or more drive back home. That's not to say I don't want to stream during the week, but I could maybe schedule something and, like, I don't know, stream for an hour or 2 during the week. I don't know. That's something I have to think about, especially once the holidays are over. I could try and test it out, like, one day a week, like, I don't know, Tuesday. I think maybe Tuesday sounds like a good idea, because it's not like right at the beginning of the week. It's not at the end of the week. I don't think people typically have plans on Tuesdays. That doesn't, I mean, like, it's not Friday, so, like, you know, Friday off work, people are going to the bars and stuff like that, or going to the club. No one's doing that on Tuesday. So yeah, maybe Tuesday evenings I could, you know, do a dedicated Sunhaven stream for an hour or 2. I'll have to think about that, but go ahead and let me know what you guys think. If you think that's a good idea, if you guys would be interested in that, and yeah, we'll have to go from there. Yeah. So I guess for now, we'll go ahead and save and exit. I probably shouldn't have done that, because, you know, I burned 30 minutes of the day. That was probably a bad idea. Let me. No, that's not. Oh, nope. Here we go. Look. It doesn't have a time set. Let me. Just for curiosity, I'm going to click load and see if I start at 6 or if I start at 6:30. because if I start at 6, then that means saving in the middle of the day does not matter, and I will lose progress. That is going to be some important information to know going forward. Let's see. What do you think, chat? I started at 6:20. It is important. Yep. Okay, so yeah, that's not where I was standing when I quit, but yeah, that is really good to know, good information to have. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Like I said, I gotta get dinner and clean up and relax a little bit before hitting the hay for work tomorrow. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me tonight, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Sun Haven here, and if you want to see more, I definitely want to play more. Just that, you know, I do intend to stream more of this. If you guys have an opinion on when you would like to see more, if you would like to see more, go ahead and let me know. Do you think that would be a better idea to do it like after Monster Hunter and do kind of like a longer stream, something to start out with, kind of action packed, you know, Monster Hunter being Monster Hunter, and then, you know, this to kind of like relax and chill, a chill way to end the streams. Or should it, you know, this be kind of a dedicated day kind of thing? Like, you know, should it have its own stream time slot, like not attach it to something else? Yeah. Yeah, leave your thoughts behind for me and let me know what you guys think. And then in the meantime, I will look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday for more Monster Hunter Wilds. Till then, take care, and like I said, look forward to seeing you guys next time. All right, bye.